So I'm going out to make my nails, but I've always wanted to review a book, so I think I'll be getting dressed while I review the book. I want to review this book. I think Domestication of Munachi. First, do you want to see the way do you want to see what I'm using to hold my camera? So the novel is about a lady called Munachi. She's in her 20s, I think 22, 23, if I'm getting it right. So she's already done with school. She had another plan for herself, what she wants to be, her ambition and everything. But you know now, her parents had to arrange a wedding with a guy named Obiora. Even before then, there's many suitors came to her house, but she doesn't like them and all. And it's not as if she liked that Obiora. But Obiora lives in South Africa. Obiora is a son of a wealthy man, and the man is going to the same church with Munachi's parents. They are so wealthy. So then they arranged the wedding and everything. Instead of Munachi should tell Obiora that she doesn't want to marry him and all that, blah blah blah. She didn't even say anything. So there was a time she caught her father having sex with their maid in the house. Maybe it's their maid also. Having sex with their maid. Munachi's mother sent Munachi and her sister home that very Sunday. So when they got home, they called their father. That incident stuck in her head. So I think she has that kind of, she now like term it to all men. So she doesn't really want to get married yet and all that. But instead of her to talk to Obiora, she didn't say anything. She just kept everything to herself. I think she told that. Then, addition to it, her sister was married to a woman beater. That man is very wicked, beat her sister, and she has tried everything to tell her sister to leave the place, but her sister did not want to leave. You know now, her sister is like shy, ashamed of leaving that man. So Obiora ran away on her wedding day. On her wedding day. Like, I think that is very bold of her. Yeah, she should have talked, but I think that is when she had the courage. She didn't have the courage all this while. It was on her wedding day that she had the courage to, like, she just ran away. But before she ran away, she told her sister about it, like her elder sister. She told her elder sister, they are pretty close. So her elder sister was around. Her elder sister came inside the room while all others were outside cooking and doing all those, you know, all those things now for the wedding. She was planning her escape route. At the end of the day, she ran away. So she ran to Lagos to her aunt's place, her mother's maternal aunt. Is that even correct? So her mother's sister, her mother's younger sister. So she went to her mother's younger sister. Meanwhile, when she got to her mother's younger sisters, when she got to her house, she wasn't around. She was on the way to the wedding. I think when she got to the airport, they called her and told her that she shouldn't bother coming again, that Munachi is no longer at home and the wedding is called off. So meanwhile, Munachi was already waiting. Her mother was so Munachi's mother was so devastated. Her father, everyone. But you know now, the sister cannot really point out where she went. But the sister knew she left the house already. So her aunt turned back from the airport, came home, then met Munachi outside. When Munachi got home, the gate, I think the housemaid did not allow her to come inside, all those kind of things. So on this story, her aunt is a very rich woman. Like, according to the story, the character, her aunt is rich, she's okay, but she has never been married. She doesn't have a kid. She lives alone in a very big estate. No, not estate, house. She owned the house herself. She owned the cars. Like, her sister is just, no, sorry, not her sister, her aunt is okay. The part of it that baffled me was when Munachi was in Lagos, her aunt was advising her that what she told her aunt was she wants to get a job, she wants to be okay, she wants to be financially okay. Aunt, I want to be like you, I want to be as rich as you, I want to like be able to provide for myself, you know, that kind of thing. So her aunt now said no problem, that she would get her everything, she would be fine and all that. Me, in my mind, I thought the aunt wanted to get her a job, wanted to get her like make her stabilize. She was just telling her that if she really want to shock her mother, if Munachi want to shock her mother, that Munachi must be rich before she go back to the village. Munachi must have this money, blah blah blah. That is when she will have, and now Maleno actually sorrow. That is when she will be able to, like, I mean, be proud to talk. I have money. I went to Lagos. I went to make money. You know, those kind of things. So yeah, her aunt now says she will arrange her for a job. So her aunt sent her to one complaint. Her aunt told her that she'll be going there on Monday. That got the address from her aunt. She went straight to the company. Meanwhile, she thought she was going there for a job. She took her CV. When she got to the reception, she submitted her CV to the receptionist. She got inside the office. The man closed the door. Then the next day, the man started, you know now, touching her anyhow. So, as an innocent person, she doesn't know anything about all those kind of things. So yeah, she told the man that I'm here to look for a job. Then the man said, yes, I'm going to give you a job. And according to the story, the man is like 70 years. At best, she put the man away and she went outside. So when she was on the way, I think she met a man named KJ again outside that company. Then there was a hit. Probably the man mistakenly pushed her or something. I can't remember. After talking, she thought KJ wanted to give her a job. So to conclude everything, her aunt, when she got home, her aunt was angry. She told her aunt that, what was it? Why are you angry? Blah blah blah. Her aunt said, so she was just baffled. She was like, her aunt was trying to push her with a man. She doesn't know that is what her aunt mean. Her aunt told her that, do you want to get all those kind of small jobs, start earning 10,000 and all that? These people will give you big money. They don't have anything to do with their money. Her aunt just gave her advice, like she gave her a good advice on her own side, that she start following those men. That, how do you think I made all this money? How do you think I go to Dubai? How do you think I was able to buy that rug? You know, all those kind of things. So yeah, but Munachi was so insistent that man is too old for her, you know now. So meanwhile, she already had KJ's contact, so she thought KJ was going to give her a job. So I think KJ invited her. They started talking, then they started meeting. Then all of a sudden her mind changed. Then KJ said she's going to take care of her. Then they started dating, and you know, her aunt was in agreement. Her aunt, that is what her aunt really liked. Her aunt wanted her to like make money. Then KJ started sending her money. They started dating. Now the issue now is she fell in love with a married man. Like, she fell in love with a married man. Tell me, how can that be? She wasn't focused. She was not focused. She was not looking straight to what she wants. Like, she wasn't looking straight at the gift. She just like turned around. She fell in love with a married man. So they started dating. You know now, if you are not in love with someone, even if they should do any kind of thing, you won't be angry. The man does not even allow her to like speak about her wife. You cannot talk about his wife, talk about his kids, anything. You know all those kind of things now. Even there was a particular day the man was angry. I think the man was having an issue in his home. So the man went to his kid's school. He was with Munachi. Munachi was sitting at the back of the car. The man dropped down. The lady, her kid, one of her daughter, came inside the car. She greeted Munachi. Then the man introduced Munachi as the event plan that want to plan her birthday. You know this kind of thing. So yeah, to cut the long story short, KJ, that's Kolade Johnson, I think there was a particular time they were fighting. He didn't pick his call and all that. Then another time he started picking the call. Her aunt was even like, what happened? You know, now she was in love with that man. She tried and called the man several times. He didn't pick. So on this particular day, she went to KJ's office. She wanted to see KJ. She wanted to like, why are you not picking my call and all that? Then she was downstairs sitting and waiting. She already told the receptionist to help her to like call KJ. Meanwhile, the very first time she went to that place, the receptionist was not doing was doing anyhow to her. But when she went there the second time, I think the second time or the third time, and she told the receptionist that she wants to see Mr. Kolade Johnson, the receptionist was like, wow. So the receptionist started treating her with respect. So when she sat down, then her sister's friend, that was Mrs. Okoli, came inside. She was like, Munachi, what are you doing here? She said, at first she said she came to submit her CV. I said, you didn't tell me that you are looking for a job. Who do you want to see? You know, those kind of things. Meanwhile, Mrs. Okoli is Kolade Johnson's wife. Are you surprised? I'm also surprised. I was surprised when I read it as well. So all this while, she has been dating her sister. She has been dating her sister's friend's husband. I don't know how to explain. Like, she has been dating Mrs. Okoli is her sister's. Mrs. Okoli is her aunt's friend. The name of her aunt is Shimwanya. So now, Mrs. Okoli and Shimwanya are friends. Shimwanya is Munachi's aunt. So now, Kolade Johnson is Mrs. Okoli's husband, and she has been dating Kolade Johnson for a while. Do you guess? She was surprised. Then the next thing, she just went home straight. I think the week after, KJ, that's Kolade Johnson, told her that they should meet in a particular place again. Then they met. She couldn't like contain herself. She couldn't keep it to herself. So the next thing, she just told him that, I know your wife. Your wife is my sister, is my aunt's friend. Sorry that I've been using sister. Is my aunt's friend. Do you get? So KJ was like, you know now. So she was, Munachi was mad at herself for what she has done and all that. So at the end of the day, I think Mrs. Okoli got to know. Mrs. Okoli find out, and she got to know that Munachi was dating her husband. So Mrs. Okoli came to the house on that so day. So Mr. Okoli did not even want to hear anything. She didn't even do it with Tubinobi. Like, she didn't even take it easy. The next thing, she just started like, you were dating my husband, blah blah blah. She insulted her friend. That's Munachi's aunt, Shimwanya. She insulted her and all that. Then the next thing, when Miss Okoli, she was just trying to like explain to Miss Okoli that she doesn't know anything about, like the aunt was trying to explain to Miss Okoli that she doesn't know anything about it, that she should let us iron it out, like let us resolve this issue. Miss Okoli just left. You know, now I just guess they cannot take all the things they dish out. Like, they've all been dating, they've all, like the aunt, Miss Okoli, they've all been dating for money. So now it was Munachi's turn. They were mad because Munachi was dating Miss Okoli's husband. Why are they mad? They've also been dating other people's husband. So tell me, why are they mad? So they should be mad. They should be mad. I don't want anybody to date my husband. Never. So now, Shimaya, that is Munachi's aunt, also doesn't want to listen to anything that Munachi has to say. She tried to explain to Shimaya that it wasn't her fault, that when she went to this place, she met the man. She doesn't know that the man is Miss Okoli's husband, and the man has been the one that has been making her happy all this while. She was even in love with the man. Aye. So you know now, Shimaya doesn't want to hear anything. She just sent her packing. Sent her away. Told her to pack her bags and start leaving in the evening. And she's not even familiar with Lagos. That is that period was her first time of coming to Lagos, living in Lagos. She doesn't know anywhere. Her aunt sent her out. At first, she told her she should leave the house. The aunt went out. The aunt left her at home. The aunt said that she must not meet her at home, that she should go back to where she came from. Then she begged the aunt. The aunt doesn't want to listen. Then when the aunt left, she told the maid that she's going to stay. The maid said she should leave. Then she stayed in the compound. Then the next thing, the security came to meet her. When she was staying in front of the gate, the security came to meet her. Who does she want to see? She told the security men that she's staying in this house and her aunt is with her, blah blah blah. Then the next thing, do you know what her aunt did? The security called her aunt. That did she know this social person is in front of her house? Do you know what her aunt did? Her aunt said she doesn't know her. Her aunt denied her. Like, pata, that she doesn't know her. She just packed her bag, then went back to the village. So, On getting to the village, she got to her father's house. I think her mother did not even really shout. Her mother did not really complain. Then the next thing, I think the week after, they went to Obiora's house to apologize, to like tell them they are sorry, the child is back and all that. And that issue really caused a lot in the village for her mother, because her mother is holding a big title in the church. And Oriaku is a supposed mother-in-law. She doesn't take nonsense. So in fact, there was a time she arranged for police to come and arrest Munachi's mother. That they had to like take it easy. Then Obiora had already left for South Africa. He's not around again. So they just like apologized to her supposed in-laws. I think that was the end of the story. Now, what I don't really like about the story is the fact that Aunt got all her wealth through dating different men, and I don't really like that. I think if the writer could have just said her aunt was rich, maybe her aunt was working in a tech company, or maybe her aunt owned a business, her aunt sells hair, her aunt has a boutique, not like saying her aunt is with a man. And besides, Munachi was not focused. Like, you left home, you were able to run away on your wedding, and which is very bold. You don't understand. Before, it is not easy to disappoint your family. Like, it is not even easy to disappoint your parents. It is not easy to disappoint your mother, and you were able to successfully disappoint her. You left home instead of to just get there, try to get a job, be successful. Your aunt tried her best to canvass you. Like, she tried her very best to tell you that the best way to make good money is to follow men around, and you yielded to whatever. She fell in love with a married man. So yeah, if I'm going to rate this book, I think I'm going to rate it 6/10, because I did not really understand the ending. I don't know. At the end of the day, she just went home. She was just home. She didn't do anything. She apologized and all that. So yeah, I think that is going to be my rate. So I guess I will see you in my next book. Let me know if you want me to review more. If you enjoy it, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. And let me know if you want me to do more, or I should just shut the fuck up. I'm just joking. Even if you tell me to shut the fuck up, I'm going to do another review. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.